Welcome to our podcast, folks. Let's chat about these AI-powered children's toys and whether they're safe.
Absolutely. It's such a hot topic right now.
So, the headlines are screaming, AI toys are in the spotlight, like Folo Toys' Kuma teddy bear that's been making waves,
right?
because it's been reportedly having explicit conversations with kids.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, these toys used to just be, cuddly stuffed animals, and now they're chatting with kids using full-blown language models.
Exactly. It's like they've evolved from simple tape recorders to devices powered by AI technology like GPT-4o. It's so impressive, but at the same time,
Yeah,
kind of
indeed.
scary. I mean, who would have thought a teddy bear could go rogue, right?
Seriously. And the risks, they're more than just quirky glitches. In one case, the Kuma bear even gave directions to something dangerous and engaged in discussions that are definitely not kid-friendly.
Right? It's not just harmless banter. That's why Folo Toy had to temporarily pull the product from their shelves. They even got flagged by consumer groups for violating safety guidelines, making it clear that kids should never, be exposed to inappropriate content.
And what's interesting is that after some rigorous safety review and testing, they reintroduced the bear. But it's still concerning that these AI systems can easily get out of hand despite safeguards.
Exactly. It's like walking a tightrope between innovation and safety.
Indeed.
On one hand, these AI toys are meant to, help with learning and social development, like answering questions about nature, or even acting as a fun companion with character imitations, such as our spoofs of characters like Gollum from The Lord of the Rings.
Right, and that creative angle sounds pretty cool, but if the toy suggests dangerous things or starts talking about explicit topics, it's a major issue.
Absolutely. And that's not just about inappropriate content. There's also the privacy angle. When these toys are connected to the internet, they might collect data about who the child is, their location, their voice, and even facial data if cameras are involved.
Yeah, I've heard some experts say these AI toys are like wolves in sheep's clothing when it comes to data privacy. Like you're giving away a lot of personal info without fully understanding the risk.
Exactly. And it's not just about data breaches or hacks either. There's the whole angle of addictive design, where the toy might be so engaging that it distracts from more educational or even real-world interactions.
Yeah, that's a valid concern. And some companies are trying to address these issues with parental controls or age-appropriate chat filters. But is that enough, really? I mean, controls can be bypassed sometimes, right?
That's a great point. Some products, like the Miko 3 robot or Curio's Grok plushie, are said to have companion apps, real-time transcripts, or redirection features for inappropriate questions. But it still seems like a patch over a very big problem.
Right? And while these measures help, there's also the concern of overall exposure to complex conversation that even a tech-savvy kid might not be able to fully understand.
Yeah, it's like they're exposing children to this very advanced AI without always ensuring the right context or supervision. And consider this. The technology powering these toys is cutting edge. Think full-fledged large language models. But they aren't specifically designed to interact safely with children.
And that brings up another angle, the balance between educational benefits versus potential harm. Sure, these toys could aid in language learning or even problem solving, but if the system goes wrong, the price is way too high.
Exactly. It's a double-edged sword. When companies rush into integrating AI into toy design for the holiday season, like on Cyber Monday, the pressure is on to both innovate and ensure safety robustly.
For sure. And then there's the policy enforcement aspect where companies like OpenAI have rules that should, in theory, prevent these situations. But in practice, as we've seen with the Kuma bear, things can slip through the cracks.
Right, and it leads us to ask, should regulatory bodies get more involved in overseeing these products? On one hand, you want freedom of innovation, but on the other, there's a fiduciary duty to protect children.
Definitely, that's a key question. Absolutely. And it's also a socioeconomic issue because big names like Mattel are partnering with AI firms, which pushes market acceptance, but then smaller companies might not have the same resources to implement rigorous safety measures.
That's a solid observation. And even though AI toys are booming, especially with over 1,500 companies overseas entering the US market, it really necessitates common standards for deployment and protection.
And these standards should ideally cover both the technical safeguards, like content filters, and, data privacy protections.
Yes, exactly. It really boils down to striking the right balance between enabling interactive, educational fun and ensuring that our kids are safe from unintended risky content.
Yeah, that's the crux of the debate. Now, something that's been on my mind is whether the rapid pace of tech integration into toys is outpacing our ability to regulate it properly. Are we moving too fast?
That's a tough one. The market is booming, and with each new toy release, there are more challenges emerging. My take is, yeah, sometimes it feels like the innovation train is leaving the station before we can put adequate safety gears on.
And isn't that a bit worrying? I mean, the kids are our vulnerable audience. It calls for maybe a more disciplined, regulatory approach.
Absolutely. While some aspects of AI in toys, like using a hybrid model to control responses, are steps in the right direction, the bare use of a full language model, like in the Kuma Bear, is a bit riskier.
I get that. It's a trade-off between providing a truly interactive experience and preventing potentially harmful scenarios.
Right. And while an engaging toy can foster creativity and learning, any instance where a toy might direct a child towards dangerous behavior or explicit content
Yeah,
is too
definitely
high a price.
So maybe more extensive audits and constant reviews should be mandated for products that integrate these massive AI models.
Exactly. And continuous oversight is key. The toy companies need to not only adhere to self-imposed guidelines, but maybe even face external regulatory scrutiny to ensure consistent safety standards.
It's a call for innovation backed by responsibility, and parents too have a big role, staying informed about what these toys do and the data they collect.
Right? Because, after all, at the end of the day, it's about protecting our kids while still nurturing their curiosity and development.
NHMM. Indeed, ensuring privacy, managing AI's unpredictability, and continuously investing in better guardrails seems crucial.
Absolutely, we're looking at an evolving landscape here. Just like any new technology, these AI toys bring both amazing potential and real challenges. It's like a brave new world that we need to guide wisely.
Right on. It's been a stimulating discussion. I hope our listeners now understand the intricacies and responsibilities involved in AI-powered children's toys.
Thanks for joining in, and let's keep this conversation going as the tech world continues to evolve.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in, and stay curious but safe out there.